Hey everybody, happy Monday. Let's go over top 5 decks to get you through the climb this week. Looking at the win rates, the Hunter, Paladin, Warrior combo has been like this for a couple of days now. I like 7 classes being above 50%, so that's pretty cool. Druid, if you look at Druid and you look at Rogue, they're like really low down here on the win rates. I wouldn't fret about that. There's some good Druid decks. And if you also look at Twist, if you are playing Twist, Druid is number 2, so nothing to worry about. But let's go over the top 5. Look, this is what I was saying. All of the classes here, especially let's look at Druid. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4 above 50% win rate. Undead Druid, Drum Druid, Big Druid, and Thaddeus Druid. So don't worry about Druid. It's not hurting or anything. Okay, now let's get to the top 5. Top 1 is Hound Hunter, and that is a 68.5% win rate with 11,880 dust. Yes, it's expensive, but it's very good. I've been playing this for the past few days, and I am a big fan of this deck. And really all it is keeping yourself alive until you're able to get the Hope of Quel'Thas down. You're able to work with Pazik, and Star Power is a wonderful card. If you don't have this one, you should definitely craft it. But yeah, what you want to do is you want to try to work on Faithful Companions, because the Discover a Beast from your deck and summon it with Mana Thirst could make your Hydrolon, and the King Crush just huge, and especially with Hollow Hound. Hollow Hound is a busted card. I love it. This is a really good deck. And then with Bunch of Bananas and the Thornmantle Musician and the Barrel of Monkeys, it keeps you alive in the beginning parts of the game. So this is fun. You should definitely try it. And there's multiple versions of this deck, so don't worry if you're missing 1 or 2 of the cards. Next one, I believe we went over this last week, was Totem Shaman, and it's just continuously bumping up on the meta. It's 67.7% win rate at 6,220 dust, and the Totem Shaman is just working to build totems. Using totemic evidence to choose a basic totem and summon it, but if you infuse 3 totems, you can summon all 4. So building boards with totems, using Tour Guide to make your hero power smaller is 0. The Anchored Totem, summon a 1-cost minion, give it +2/+1. That's a totem. Carving Chisel, summon a basic random totem. It's totems. This is not difficult to pilot. It looks difficult at first. If you've played 1 or 2 of these games with Totem Shaman, you should be good to go, and it's below 7,000 dust. Next up is Undead Priest, 65.7% win rate, 4,280 dust. This is the lowest cost of all the decks this week, and it's here for a reason. It's pretty powerful. It's using Dark Bishop Benedictus, which changes your hero power to do damage, and it's just working with the undead minion package. Undead's in here, foul eggs in here, mines here to keep things moving off the board, and then Psychic Conjure, copy a card in your opponent's deck and add it to your hand. This is normally pretty busted from what I've seen. And then there's Grave Digging, Rotting Necromancer. It's the Undead package, so I would definitely consider playing this one if you're looking for something and you don't have a lot of dust. This is the cheapest one. It's also pretty powerful. Like I said, 65.7% win rate is nothing to shake a stick at. Okay. Next one, let's go over Pure Paladin. Pure Paladin is 68.2% win rate, but it's very expensive. 10,880 dust. It's pretty powerful, and it's very easy to pilot. Your Righteous Protector, your Sanguine Soldier, and your Sinful Sous Chef. These are just quick minions to throw on the board. You're working to build the board out a little bit just to keep yourself alive, and then you're using the Purator, you're using Anachronos, you're using Countess. Countess is crazy. I love this card. It's a 7-mana 7/7 with, if your deck has no neutral cards, add 3 Legendary Invitations to your hand, and these Legendary Invitations are normally exactly what you need when you need it, so definitely consider working on this one. And then the Light Ray is Taunt, costs 1 less for each Paladin card you've played this game. So turn 5, turn 6, you're running this at 0 mana. So this is a very good deck. I would definitely try playing it, even though it's super expensive. Last one for the day is Enrage Warrior, and Enrage Warrior is a 64% win rate with 7,520 dust. We've mentioned this one a couple of times. We've mentioned most of these a couple of times before, but we're looking at, you know, the top win rate decks right now, and this is just, you know, building a board and then using Anima Extractor and a couple of your spells to, you know, do some big damage and with the minions that you're buffing up with this card. It's pretty cool. Thorai Balor is in here. This one was pretty cool. It's just, it wasn't usable up until a few months ago. In my opinion, it's pretty good. Bridge Rift, buffing all of the rifts did a good thing because now Warrior is viable. And then Remornia, Living Blade. You do this correctly, your Living Blade is pretty strong, pretty powerful. And then Gromash is what it is. Charge and plus 6 attack when damaged. You can get this up to 30 damage. So this one right now is, let's see, let's look at this overview real quick. Against Death Knights, it's 64%. Against Demon Hunter, it's 70%. Very strong. I'm happy to see Warrior back up to where it used to be up on the meta. So that's it for the top 5. I just wanted to look at this too. You know, looking at this card, looking at Astralor the Bloodsworn, it's at 49.5% of all decks played right now with neutral cards only in the last 7 days, and that's, you know, bronze through gold. Let's look at Legend. 62.2%. Is this card gonna stay for the entire year? I think it is. I think you definitely want to consider, if you haven't, and I've talked about this many times, just craft this deck. I mean, this card. If you have 1,600 dust and you're looking for a card that could go in any deck at any time, you'd be hard pressed to find another one so good right now. Okay, that's it for this week. I'm going to start this coming week really putting down the pieces of the giveaways for the Titans expansion that's launching August 1st. So be on the lookout for everything, and if you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe.